Hey everyone, so before we begin with our video, we would like to make a small request. Kindly subscribe to our channel and like the video if it helps you, and also share it with your friends who may benefit from the same.
So BSX FUN followed by the function. So in this case, R divide. So I'll show you what happens. So we get this result. So what exactly is happening is, so I'll break it into chunks and explain it to you in order for you to understand better. So this is the matrix and this is the row vector. So to get this result, what's happening is, so DSX FUN function, it performs element by element operations. So in this case, the function is R divide. So what happens is, so it's nothing but to get zero point 0.5, it's 1 by 2. And to get 1.5, it's 3 by 2. And to get zero point 0.5 again, it's 2 by 4 and 4 by 4. So you get zero point 0.5 and 1 respectively. We can also divide two matrices. So let's take the same example. So two cross two matrices. So right division. So both are same, which results in an identity matrix. So when dividing two matrices, the dimensions of the two matrices must agree. So unlike multiplication, so for example, you can't divide a 3 cross 2 matrix by a 2 cross 3 matrix. So both should have the same dimensions. So even left division is possible. So let's take another matrix. So let's, but it should be of same dimensions. So this is right division. So let's try left division. So we see that we get this answer. It's essential to remember that matrix division isn't actually division as most people think. So it's actually multiplying one matrix by the inverse of the other. So for example, so we take this example, so which we get a result here. So we can try also write this as, we get this result. But remember that what we did here was left division. So this result should be true for if we do right division. So let's change this sign. So now we get that, so the inverse of the second multiplied with the first. So these both should tally. However, using the inverse function, so it's computationally inefficient. So to make your scripts run faster, dividing is always better. But what some people are actually looking for is element by element division. So again, we use the BSX equivalent function. So suppose you can even use R divide as well as left divide. So which corresponds to right division and left division respectively. So for example, so let me show you quickly how. So for example, so the same this case. So what I do is, so the function, so in this case it's right division. So R divide followed by, so you see that we get this result. So it's performing an element by element division. So we can also do left divide. So you just change R to L. So we get this. Now sometimes you need to obtain the power or root of a matrix. So MATLAB provides several different methods for accomplishing this task. So the most common method is to use the circumflex to separate the matrix from the power to which you want to raise it. So I'll show you how it works. So for example, you want to square this matrix. So what you do is you use the circumflex sign, which is this. Sorry, I have to add an equal to sign. Yeah. So we see that we get the square of this matrix. We can also obtain this result by using a function called mpower. We can get the root of this matrix by just changing it to 0.5. So the circumflex followed by 0.5. So show you. So we see that we get the root of this matrix. So which involves even imaginary numbers. So I won't go too much into that. So even you can do the inverse. So this gives the inverse of this matrix. Or you can use mpower. But obviously this eliminates typing. So if you just use a circumflex sign. So if suppose you're looking for element by element or squaring. So we use BSXFEN function. Like raising every element to a power. So what we do is, so the function is, sorry, to avoid confusion, I used parenthesis for the -1. I've shown you various examples of how to use the BSXFEN function. So it's used to perform tasks element by element. So we can get the various list. It just takes few seconds and we see the list of functions we can use. So you can see that it's element by element binary operation and which I described before. So you can do, so I've used R divide, L divide, power. So these are the list of functions we can use. One problem is that the BSXFEN function, so it requires quite a bit of typing. So you may not want to use it all the time. So there's an alternative, which is a dot operator. So I'll clear this. So for example, um, you want to raise each element to the power 2. So what we do is we just put a dot operator before using a circumflex. So you see that we get the same result as we used the BSXFUN. The function there was power. So 2 square, 4 square, 5 square, and 6 square. We can also use it for element by element multiplication of two matrices, but they should be of same dimensions. So for example, we take this, but we should always add the dot operator before the multiplication sign. So you see that it's nothing but 1 into 3, and so 2 into 5, 6 into 4, 7 into 5. So we get this result. So dot operator always precedes the task operator you want to use. So that's how it's done. In MATLAB, we can also work with exponents. So you can use matrix exponential to perform tasks such as solving differential equations. So MATLAB provides two functions for working with exponents. So first is the expm function. So expm function, which performs a standard matrix exponential. So for example, when you type, lastly, if suppose you're too lazy to create a matrix, you can ask MATLAB to create a matrix for you. So there are a range of special functions. So for example, okay, let's clear this up first. So MATLAB can create matrices for you. So for example, zeros function. So if suppose the parameter you entered is 3. So it gives a 3 cross 3 matrix of zeros filled with zeros. And for another one is ones. So it gives 3 cross 3 matrix filled with ones. And you can also get a magic square. So which is the sum of each any row or column or diagonal. So it should be the same. So for example, 8 plus 1 plus 6, so which gives 15. And 8 plus 5 plus 2, so which gives 15 again. And 3 plus 5 plus 7, so it gives 15. So this is a magic square. Or you can also create a matrix of uniformly distributed random numbers. So using a rand, so randomly generated numbers. Or you can use even rand n. So rand n, it creates a matrix of normally distributed uh, random numbers. So mean is equal to 0 and standard deviation is 1. We can also create an identity matrix with 1 on the main diagonal and 0 elsewhere. So which we can use. So which gives so a 3 cross 3 matrix. So this is the argument. So the argument specifies which dimension you wanted. So 3 would give 3 cross 3, 2 would give 2 cross 2. So in this case, it gives a 3 cross 3 matrix with 1 on the main diagonal and 0 elsewhere. So you can also do this. We can get the size of a matrix using the size function. So for example, we use size. So it gives 2 cross 2. Or you can any matrix. So you can even do so 3 rows and 2 columns. Or you can even find the length of a vector. Like say you're generating from 0 to 51. So it gives 52. So this concludes the two-part series on interacting with matrices and vectors. I hope after watching both videos completely, you can easily interact with vectors and matrices and perform addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division on any matrix or vector, as well as you learn some very special functions along the way. So thanks for bearing with me till the end. It's my utmost pleasure in guiding you through this. So thanks for watching. Until we meet again.